Hi, I'm Lindsay from Visions Incorporated. This is a 20-minute yoga practice designed to honor the ways we give and receive care. For today's practice, you'll want a blanket, a sturdy chair, and some room to move and breathe. And if you're brand new to yoga or maybe a little nervous, don't worry, you're in the right place. I've gotcha. Let's begin. We'll begin in a comfortable seat on our chair, and we can place our blanket to the side or underneath our feet for a little bit of extra support and cushion. Hands to the lap as we sit up tall. Breathe in. Breathe it out. Let's close our eyes and find a natural rhythm of our breath. Continuing to find that natural breath, we'll place one hand to our heart and the other hand to the low belly. Breathe in fully. Notice the abdomen rise, full of oxygen. Exhale as we push the air out from the bottom to the top. This conscious breath becoming the first way that we can truly care for ourselves in this practice together. As we breathe, honoring the one who mothers us the most, who nurtures us fully, ourselves. As we breathe right here, making a promise to take good care of ourselves throughout this practice and this time that we are together. And with an exhale, we'll release the hands back to the lap, maintaining that commitment to our breath and a deep care for ourselves. With an inhale, we can flutter our eyes open or keep them closed if that feels better. We're going to take our right hand to the right shoulder, palm faces forward. Inhale, reach that right arm up overhead and find a side body stretch. Exhale, drag that hand back down right in front of the shoulder. Let's do a few more like this. Inhale, reach that right arm up and over. Exhale, bring it down. 2 more. Moving with your breath, 1 more round. Let's lower our right hand down and then bring the left hand in front of the left shoulder. Inhale, we'll reach the left arm overhead. Exhale, pull that left hand back down. Try that again. Inhale, reach. Exhale, pull it down. 2 more times. Inhale, reach. Exhale, bring it down. 1 more round. Exhale, bring it down. Beautiful. Lower that left hand to the lap. Take a full breath in. Exhale it out. With our next inhale, let's bring our hands to our heart, weave the fingers together. Then exhale, we're going to push the knuckles forward. As we push our knuckles forward, we feel some space between the shoulder blades. Drop the head down. Breathe into the upper back. Inhale, we're going to lift the head. Exhale, draw those hands in, elbows wide. Keep the fingers woven together, but open up through the palms. So those elbows can go as wide as possible. We'll draw the hands to the heart and squeeze the shoulder blades together down the back. Good. Pushing that heart, almost like we could catch our heart in our hands. With an exhale, round the back, push the knuckles forward. Inhale, bring it in, elbows wide. 2 more times. Exhale, push forward and round. Inhale, bring it in. 1 more time. Exhale, push it out. Inhale, bring it in. And with an exhale, let's release our grip. Drop the hands to the lap. Breathe in. Let it go. Moving into our goddess pose, we will open up those arms to a T and then bend the elbows 90 degrees. As we bend our elbows, the shoulder blades squeeze together behind us. The heart pushes forward. We look forward, or we could look up. Taking a few breaths here in our goddess arms, embracing the feminine, nurturing energy, embracing this creative strength, no matter our gender. We'll take 2 more breaths right here. Expanding the heart. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, drop the hands to the lap. We'll breathe in and breathe it out. With an inhale, open the right leg out to a 45-degree angle. We're going to extend that leg straight out. Bring the hands to the top of the left thigh. Lean over your left leg, keeping that right leg out, off to the side, softening through the inner thigh and groin. Hands can stay on the left thigh or reach down towards the ankle. Inhale, let's rise back up to a seat. Take your time. Exhale, bend the right knee, bringing that foot in. Inhale, we'll extend the left leg out to your 45-degree angle and bring the hands to the right thigh. Keeping that left leg extended, send the chest forward over the right leg. Hands can stay on the thigh or reach down towards the inside of your ankle. Let's bring our hands back to that right leg as we lift up to seated. Exhale, put a bend to the left knee. Again, bringing that foot back under the knee. We'll breathe in and let it go. From here, let's open our feet as wide as we feel comfortable taking them. Toes turn out, heels turn in. Taking a nice wide stance and maybe even lifting the heels, activating into the ankles. We'll maintain the strength in our legs as we open our arms to a T. Inhale. Exhale, put that 90-degree bend in the elbows, finding a full goddess expression. Breathe in. Exhale it out. Taking up some room, maybe adding that back bend. Opening up in a posture that allows us to receive nurturing as well as to provide it for ourselves. Noticing the strength we can derive when we take care. 2 more breaths. Beautiful. With an exhale, we'll release the hands to the lap, heels to the floor, and inhale, bring those feet back towards each other to about hips distance apart. We'll breathe in, let it go. Once again, full breath in, sigh it out. With an inhale, we'll rise to stand and then come to kneeling on our blanket with our hands on the seat of our chair. Coming to kneeling on our blanket, placing both hands to the seat of the chair, we'll slide the knees back as we send our hips back, walking the fingertips towards the back of the chair and letting our head fall between the biceps. This is a supported child's pose. You could have your head hang between those arms, or if that feels like too much for your neck, bring the forehead to the edge of the seat. Continuing to breathe right here in our child's pose, giving us the same patience and care that we extend outward to others. Let's take a few more breaths right here. Inhale, softly roll up to stand on the knees. Our head will be the last thing to come up. As we exhale, we'll come to have a seat on the floor. We can use our blanket underneath us to have a seat. We can roll it out. We can bring it under our head. You can use this blanket any way that it feels appropriate for you in your space. As we come down, we'll use the blanket to make us more comfortable in our legs up the chair pose, which is a variation of legs up the wall pose. So the easiest way to find this pose is to have a seat with one side of the hips as close to the chair as we can get them. Then we'll swing our calves up onto the chair as we lay back. And again, that blanket could be there as a pillow. We could sit on the blanket so that we can slide a little easier. You could roll it up and put it under your neck. Feeling the shoulders spread apart underneath us. Right here, we can turn our hands to face down, pressing the fingertips into the earth. If you're outside, you might dig those fingers into the dirt a little bit. As we root into the earth, those roots expanding and growing. Softening through our shoulders, through our neck, through our face. Let's give ourselves another moment or so right here, checking in to see if there's anything else that we need. With our next exhale, we'll take our thumb and lightly brush it against each fingertip on that hand. We'll wiggle our toes, breathing in. Exhale, slide the legs off the chair and roll to one side. We'll meet in fetal pose with our head resting on the bicep underneath you and the knees tucked up into the chest. This posture that allows us to nurture ourselves just like we were taken care of, we were held as a small infant. With care and compassion, we'll rise up to a seat when we're ready. Coming back to have a seat on the floor or in our chair, we'll breathe in, breathe it out. Let's take an inhale, bring the hands together at our heart, closing our eyes, acknowledging all the ways we can continue to care for ourselves until we meet again. We'll lift those thumbs to our forehead and bow as we say, Namaste. If this video was helpful to you, I'd love to see you again. I'm Lindsay, and I run Visions Incorporated, where I offer live virtual classes and ongoing support. You can find all the links to practice with me again below, or check out visionsincorporated.com to join the community.